Good evening. This is the Planning Board meeting of March 27th, 2018. If we could please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Thank you. Now, this meeting is being brought to you by Area 58 Community Access Media. And the first thing we have tonight is we have a couple of approval not required plans. The first one is Eugene Cobb, South Meadow Road and Old South Meadow Road. It's Assessors Map 116, Lot 1-15. And this is just, tonight is just a receipt of plans. We do have that in our package. So, Stephen, what do we have going on here?
So we received this on March 7th. It was clocked in on that date. Enclosed as an A&R plan that reconfigures map 116, lot 3, to create a rear lot in conformance with the Carver zoning bylaw, section 2340, and meets the condition of section 2341-2345. The remainder of parcel 3B is a non-buildable parcel that is intended to be combined with the adjoining property of Eugene Cobb, shown on map 116, lot 5.
Okay. So we'll look at this at our next meeting.
Yes, sir.
I don't know if there's any questions of the board right now, but there probably will be someone here representing this plan at the next meeting.
Spring tree.
All right, second we have Armand D. Rodriguez Jr., 22 and 24 Fuller Street, Assessors Map 50, Lot 3-9, and Map 50, Map 3-10, for discussion and possible vote.
Mr. Chairman, we received this on February 14th. Pursuant to the Form A, the division of the tract of land shown on the accompanying plan is not a subdivision because it shows a proposed conveyance, which changes the size and shape of the lots in such a manner so that no lot affected is left without a frontage as required by the zoning, which is 150 feet.
They're basically swapping some land back and forth.
It looks like they're swapping the exact same amount of square feet, just so it makes the house comply with the zoning setbacks. And I've seen this done before, so I have no problem with this.
Mr. Chairman, I make a motion to approve the A&R for Mr. Rodriguez, 22 and 24 Fuller Street.
I'll second that.
So you have motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, the next we have a sign permit for Quickies, 60 North Main Street. Is there anyone here for that tonight, or? I guess not.
Mr. Chairman, these are signs that are dimensionally identical to what we had seen at that site before. The difference being, of course, the style design. Style design of those signs. They were installed without a permit. There was, however, a misunderstanding. Many communities, if you are changing a sign, as long as it's similar or identical to what was there, you don't have to come in for a permit. However, our zoning does require that any time a sign is amended, which is a threshold, that they seek a permit. The building commissioner has visited the site, has spoken to the owners, and immediately they came in to submit the application you see.
Okay.
Did they have lights in them before? Do you know, I mean, they didn't add that you know of.
That I recall, I don't know, Jim, I can look into that.
I think they were there. Maybe not in the greatest of working order, but I think they were there before.
Yeah, I don't know if they were
They
working.
might have
this.
repaired them.
That could be.
That's what I was kind of wondering, because I couldn't find, saw them lit up. That's what caught my attention.
Oh, yeah, maybe they, yeah.
Well, they're certainly shinier.
Yes, they are. They stand out a little bit more now.
So they had existed before, and they just changed the appearance of the sign.
That's correct, Mr. Chairman.
It-
Many times we see small businesses
Yeah.
that sell that kind of product receiving small business assistance from a
Yeah.
manufacturer. In this case, it's Budweiser and perhaps Corona. And I understand they did underwrite the costs for those signs.
Oh, okay.
They did the fee.
Yes.
How did the, normally we have a building permit, electrical permit if needed. Did they address that with the building commission, do you know?
Here the application, as we see, I don't see anything for the electric. Aluminum sheet, tile cut.
Be in the building permit.
Yeah, there's nothing,
I recommend we just put that in our decision, Mr. Chair, building permit required, electrical permit required. Other than that, they're just really replacing their messages. What's there. And then that will be part of the building department to take care of that if needed.
Okay,
That's a standard.
okay, and they paid their application fee, okay.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Chair, I'm going to make a motion to approve the signs for Mr. Patel at Quickies, 60 North Main Street, as presented to us with the following conditions: a building permit and an electrical permit required. And that's it.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second, those in favor? Aye. All right. I like new signs, so.
I think it's great. I will say that they were open during a lot of the outages.
Really?
Yeah. They had their doors open.
Must have a generator, or?
I don't know. I was too busy moving snow.
All right, we have a 7 PM public hearing. It's a continuance on the application of Edaville Land Holdings requesting site plan approval pursuant to Section 3100 of the Carver zoning bylaw for property located at Pine Street in Carver, Mass. Plans prepared by Arthur F. Borden Associates, dated November 2nd, 2017, showing the paving and associated drainage on an existing parking lot on 2 sheets for said development. I don't know if you want to explain our situation here tonight?
I'll be glad to, Mr. Chairman. It appears that we don't necessarily have a quorum for a public hearing this evening. We are down a member. For special permits, it's required that we have 4/5 present. It seems that we may have to continue this segment of tonight's meeting.
I don't know if you understood that, Kevin couldn't make it tonight, so we need 4 members. Yeah, we only have 3. So, I don't know if we can't even discuss this right now, can we?
Correct. There is not yet in place in town what is called the Mullen Rule, which allows a member of a board or commission to miss a public hearing and still participate as long as the individual reviews evidence of the hearings. Seeing as we haven't yet adopted that as a community, it would be necessary for all members who vote on this to be present for all meetings.
So, I'm sorry, we're not going to be able to do this tonight. We'll have to put this off. Well, when's our next meeting?
Our next meeting is April 10th.
April 10th.
April 10th.
I won't be
Excuse me. Someone might be- Our next meeting is April 24th, unless we decide to have a special. We do have a public hearing, a special planning board scheduled for April 2nd to discuss proposed zoning amendments.
Can we add this on at that time, April 2nd? If everybody's here?
If we could do it sooner or ahead of the public hearing, I think that might work. We have a fairly robust agenda for the public hearings that evening.
Oh, we do, okay.
Yes, there's 5 articles that need to be discussed. It may take us late.
Well, I'm amended to have them added to that meeting just for the simple reason, I mean, things happen, and we couldn't have the meeting tonight, and I don't know whether or not we're gonna have issues with the plan that's provided. I know there's a lot of documents that were provided to us for review, and I don't know if we're gonna need, you'll have the TRC maybe by then, and maybe have the information that will help us iron out some last minute things, either with our engineer, Edaville, or us, so, I think that will get us into the 24th. If we see them on the 2nd with our hearings, be a long night for us. But that being said, on the 24th, between the 2nd and the 24th, we can work out, the applicant work out whatever things that he has to do, and then come back in on the 24th and pretty much wrap it up.
Okay. So what do you think about that, Arthur?
What do you think?
We're having a special meeting, April 2nd. But we're thinking that we could also hear this April 2nd. And
Apologies,
Oh,
Mr. Chair. I was
okay,
I was
so-
stating that I don't know, I wasn't certain that I could convene the technical review committee of internal department heads ahead of the April 2nd meeting, noting today is the 27th of March. Friday is Good Friday, Sunday being Easter. I don't know what folks' schedules are, and it's a fairly short turnaround time for the TRC. We received the final site plans on the heels of the last Conservation Commission meeting last Wednesday.
Well, I think we do the best we can. I mean, I think if it's amenable to Edaville to come in on the 2nd, I think we should at least give them.
so how do you feel about that? Would you rather come in the 2nd and present this, and then maybe we still have to do the technical review, and that may not happen before that first meeting, and then we could look at that at the 24th? Or would you just want to do it on the 24th, after the technical review?
It probably makes sense to get the technical review committee in their comments, and it comes on the 24th with everything addressed.
All right, okay, if that's all right with you, that's,
That's okay. Well, I just wanted to give them the option.
sure, no, I understand, in
Where
case,
we didn't have a
Yeah.
full board tonight, and we're able to, I understand, get
Yeah.
the tech out of the way and come in with a better package or what have you. Well,
now, are you going to be here
Just saying.
the 24th?
hold on a second. I'm okay. I leave the 27th, I think.
24th is our town meeting.
Town meeting, 24th.
Town meeting,
We can't have a meeting on the 24th.
Right.
We're gonna have to do it the week before or something.
Could we
have
do
to
the
have it on
17th on a special?
We don't have to have
Do we
to.
have it the 23rd, or? We'll have to have it on that Tuesday, correct?
If we, I'm attending an APA training conference from 21st to 24th, so if we could do it perhaps before the 20th or after the 25th,
How about the Tuesday before the 24th?
that would be the 17th. That's fine for me.
Tax day.
Tax day.
I must lead a boring life, I'm the only one that has an open calendar, I guess, huh?
I'm good, that's a good day for me. I'd rather spend it here than spend it with the tax guy.
You can take my schedule anytime you want. Stay
All
home.
the games, yeah.
I'll stay home. 17th?
Yeah. 17th is good?
17th?
So we'll
17th?
do it the 17th. So that, by that time, we should have the technical review.
Yes.
And so unfortunately, for the people out in the audience, I imagine that you're here for Edaville.
Yeah, that's what occasion. I mean, I think a lot of people might be on vacation, traveling, might not be able to attend. That would be me also.
Mr. Chair, there is the option that folks who are unable to attend may submit a letter to be read into record at the time of the hearing. It's at your discretion, but
Okay, so I already submitted the letter, but nothing read tonight?
We were going to read some of the letters that we have received to make them into the public record here. So if you,
Every one of my neighbors are, all our neighbors are flooding, our backyard is flooding.
sure, we understand that. If you could, if those letters have been submitted, or if you would like to submit a letter, if you can't make it for the 17th, we would read that into public record. We understand that there's a situation out there, and we're going to try to address this.
Yep, we have it.
Due diligence, I hired the surveyors, I hired the engineers, spent over $10,000 trying to fix my backyard, I have all the records to prove that,
You miss Kerry Santos?
yes,
We have it.
thank you.
And it will go into the record when we're able to have the meeting.
Oh,
Just, we don't have a quorum to have that.
it's just now my basement's flooding, so I don't know if it's gonna cost me.
I'm gonna be home on April 9th. We're supposed to open the 10th. That makes a difference.
What's that?
April 9th instead of the 10th, I'm out of town, I'm leaving that day, but. So we have a normal meeting, was supposed to be on the 10th, which is a Tuesday.
Mm-hmm.
Do you wanna do it on Monday?
I mean, I can certainly do it.
The only thing I have there is a district meeting, but we're normally done by 7.
Okay.
So we do it, that would be Tuesday,
No, Monday, April 9th.
Monday, April 9th.
I could probably get the TRC to convene by then.
Monday, April 9th.
How does Monday, the April 9th, work with everybody?
That way we're not on vacation week.
You good at? Okay.
Does that work out for you? Okay, thank you. Yes, go ahead.
Can I make a statement?
It's better to do it at the meeting. We,
It's not about that. Just a general statement from the planning board.
Pertaining to what information?
All of this information, just that you'll understand when I make the statement. It's not
I-
slanted in either direction. It's just a general statement.
Still information pertaining to the Edaville project
It's pertaining to Pine
in the
Street.
neighborhood?
Yeah.
I think we gotta wait until we officially open this meeting up again.
Because
I mean,
that's
can you
considered
attend?
information?
I'm sorry?
That's considered information, even though it's pertaining to the neighborhood project, it's information.
All right.
It'd be considered out of order.
Yeah, we need, hopefully we'll have the other board member here too. So if you come back at that time and give us that information, that would be good.
Mr. Chair, I'd like to make a motion to schedule a public meeting for April 9th at 7 PM.
Second that.
So you have a motion, a second for rescheduling to April 9th. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. All right, I'm sorry. So this has been, Edaville public hearing will be April 9th at 7 PM. On other business, we have planning board member notes. Does anybody have anything?
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to just make just an observation throughout the town during all the storms that we had. The exceptional work done by our first responders, DPW, and contractors on keeping the town as safe as it could be. We did have one person get seriously injured during the storm. I also wanted to mention, this is why I brought this up, the quality of businesses that we have in this community is outstanding. We had businesses open up their doors for product, also giving away free food and stuff for people who didn't have any power in their house for days. I just lost train of thought of the Chinese restaurant that's across from the new elementary school. They've done it numerous amount of times. And they made a point of putting it on Facebook and offering that to people who had no food, no power, no anything, just to come in, and they were offering whatever they could to the community. I says that to me states a great value of this community. It just doesn't extend from the citizens of this town, but it does the businesses. And I just want to recognize them tonight. So I thank them.
Thank you.
And I just wanted to mention again that the Kane Strong Golf Outing is May 12th. We still have some openings for some golfers and always looking for raffle prizes and door prizes, so
What day was that?
May 12th.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Now our planning director is back. We'll see if he has any planning director notes this
Please
evening.
forgive my absence, Mr. Chairman. No notes for the board this evening.
And maybe we'll table the minutes until our next meeting, or, no, do we have those available?
Yes, they're in the very last tab of your binders this evening.
We have the 27th, correct, sir?
Correct. It's February 27th.
One other thing
Yes,
I'd like
I
to
should
mention, Mr. Chair, while we're going
Sure.
over this, I'd like to thank the staff, the planning staff, and the planning director. It was really nice to get everything emailed to us ahead of time last week. I really appreciate it. I know it's some more work for you guys, but it was greatly appreciated.
Mr. Chairman, you see on the agenda item that there are 3 dates that are listed there?
Yes.
Much to my own chagrin, I did not communicate with our staff and let them know that I had taken the minutes on February 27th. And so when the staff was preparing the agenda, it was their impression that those 2 dates, December 12th and January 23rd, had not yet been approved, but they were approved at the February 27th meeting.
Oh, so you're saying the December 12th minutes and the January 23rd minutes were approved
At the last meeting on
at the
February
last meeting, but
That's
we
correct.
don't have the minutes of February 27th?
You do, sir. They're in the last tab of the binder.
Uh-oh, I think mine are missing.
Very bad.
Away.
After that one's down.
I'll
dig-
label,
I'm
I'll label
digging-
the tabs next time.
I'm digging deep.
Don't have.
Did they make it into yours?
Okay, thanks.
Sure. Apologies for that.
That's all right.
Mr. Chair, I'll make a motion to approve the minutes of February 27, 2018 as written.
I'll second that.
So we have a motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Mr. Chair, if I may, just to go back to members' notes, there was one thing, and it juggled in my mind when I read the minutes briefly and scanned over them. Through you, Mr. Chair, to the planning director, I'd like to know the status of the ZBA planning board legal. What status is that at with ZBA?
We have not received an updated correspondence from the board's attorney. The last correspondence actually, the status is as it was when Mr. Robinson asked last meeting, but I will press for a resolution. for this.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right, I guess I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Next meeting's the 9th, right?
Oh, that's right, let's go over the meetings.
So the
Before we do
24th,
that-
do we have to cancel the 24th? Because that was our,
Probably should.
make a motion to cancel our 24th meeting.
Second that.
So a motion, a second to cancel the 24th. Those in favor?
All right.
Okay,
So
so
our
what,
actual next meeting, Mr. Chair, just so that way I have it in my calendar correctly, will be April 2nd, and that is for the town proposed,
Zoning amendments.
thank you.
You're welcome. And Mr. Chair and members of the board, those zoning amendments as proposed are available for inspection at the clerk's office and at the front desk in the planning office.
and then our next meeting would be, did we went to the 9th?
Yep.
So then April 9th.
So back-to-back Mondays.
Yeah.
Will be the meeting. And that will be for the Eatable. Do we have anything else upcoming in the future? Other than we have that
The A&R.
A&R? Yeah.
Correct.
Okay.
Make a motion to adjourn, Mr. Chair.
Second that.
So we have a motion and a second. Those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Good night, and everybody have a happy Easter.